Well, good evening to you all, wherever you may be. Yes, this is an impromptu, or one of the unscheduled impromptus, as per titling of the very video, or the very live stream. But, unexpected as this may be, I thought I would do it because, sadly, very, very sadly, with real heavy heart, I sadly had to miss out on Tinker's Park because of camera recorder issues. Well, the camera recorder I have currently got is currently facing issues at the moment, unfortunately, which has forced me to miss out on an event because I had to take it to a repair shop to see if they could repair it. Sadly, it could not be repaired with the repair shop I attempted or took it to because their expertise is generally old-fashioned cameras and not Sony, unfortunately, which was a bit sad. And I tried the PC World, sadly could not do it because I had not bought the camera from PC World. But had I bought it from PC World, it could have had the potential to have been repaired, So, and that obviously in turn did disappoint me greatly. But, I was like, okay, thank you very much anyway to the two places. But what disappointed me most was sadly not being able to attend Tinker's Park. I mean, I didn't expect the camera issues would happen, but had the camera issues not happened, I would have been at Tinker's Park, and there would have likely been one or two videos uploaded by this evening. So at the moment, really, I should have done a community postage, talking about it, saying event attending is postponed until further notice because of camera recorder issues. I should have really done that either this evening or possibly tomorrow morning, but thought I'd do an impromptu live just to keep my mind off of disappointment, But on good news, a brilliant live stream Trevor Colt recently did. So well done, Trevor, for the brilliant live stream that he did fairly recently. He had some interesting news, and really hoping all of the trolling trouble he's been facing with is over and done with and is completely dealt with and done and dusted, because he never deserved to be put through the pains of it all. Or same with, say, Graham and Fiona, they never deserved to be put through the pains of trolling either. Nor have the Hodges or Duchess Blair, nor did they deserve to be put through the pains of trolling and all that, just to say. I know this was terribly unexpected, this live stream, but it's just an impromptu. But seeing that I'm sadly postponing event attending at the moment until further notice, but the action I have taken for my camera recorder, because it got rained on recently, is I've put it in some dry rice. The battery was removed, so there's no battery, no nothing in there, so all that. So it's in a tub of dry rice at the moment, so that it can at least get the moisture and stuff out of it, so that see what effect it will have. If that does not have an effect, it will be time to purchase a new camera recorder. Yeah, we had one viewer in here a moment ago, but now it's disappeared. But that's all right. Let's see who will come on. But it was an impromptu, so it was quite unexpected, I'm afraid, just to say. But there we are. But I may very possibly do a live stream, or a fun, inspirational live stream on Sunday evening, even though the next one is namely scheduled for the 4th of June of 2024 in the evening hours. I'm certainly open to doing one on the 2nd of June of 2024, given event postponement at the moment because of camera recorder issues and that my camera's not functioning properly at the moment. But it could miraculously end up functioning again, but we shall see. Okay, we've got one viewer here. Do reveal yourself if you so want to. Oh, and now he's gone. He or she's gone, but that's all right. A fairground organ. That's the way forward. Oh, yes. Right. Okay. But shout out to Trevor. Well done on the live stream you did recently. And well done on your Instagram too, Trevor. Very well done. We've got one viewer in here. Do reveal yourself if you so want to, if I may so share. Oh, we've got 3. Okay. Do reveal yourself. Like to see who's in. But I am just so sorry about there being no Tinkers Park videos this evening, because I was excited as much as you were excited about the June Tinkers Park batch, just to say. Okay, oh, we got someone in here, Joseph. I noticed this is a newer thing you have been doing, Foxy. Do you plan to keep on live streaming up? Yes, Joseph. Joseph, yes. Namely, the live streams I've generally been working on or doing is the fun, inspirational live stream series, but an unscheduled live stream will be set in the impromptus section, just to say, Joseph, if this does answer your very questioning and all the rest of things, but live streaming is fun. I mean, live streaming, I can hardly get enough of it. In the same comparable way to how I can hardly get enough of classic car event attending or bus rally event attending or vintage rally event attending, I can hardly get enough of live streaming, because live streaming is just so much fun. I would certainly say that very, very much. That much more could certainly be said, Joseph. Okay, yes. It's good to have Joseph in here. He's got a good nature, and he means well. I would certainly say that. Okay, we've got 3 in here. We've got Joseph. We got 4. I know this is an impromptu and it was unexpected, but at the same time, it's nice to see you, whoever it is on here. I don't know how long I'm going to do this for, but I'm going to see how it goes. And I may possibly invite oneself to come on, but then again, because this is an impromptu, I shall just see what I go for and all that, We got some more people. Hello. Do reveal yourself. But I know I missed event attending, and also because I missed Norton, because not this time it was not because of camera issues last week, but because of foot issues, which is now over and done with and recovered. I got another question. Joseph, yes. Did you have the previous live stream set a few days before you actually started it then? The one that's not an impromptu, it's scheduled within days in advance before it takes place normally, but because it was an impromptus are generally unscheduled, Joseph, if it answers your question. And who else have we got now? Oh, good evening, Lindy. Good evening. Oh, am I happy to see you on here, my wonderful lady, Lindy. I think you're making my evening now, following disappointment I had earlier today, but it's wonderful to have you in here. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Thank you. Thank you for the kindly support just a moment ago. You'd make anybody proud, wouldn't you, Joseph? Oh, yes, you certainly would, Joe, my good man. Okay, and Terry, hello. Oh my goodness, Teddy Mitchell. Teddy, don't you worry about a thing. You are certainly not neglectful. Not in the slightest. You are certainly not neglectful. It's wonderful having you here on the live streaming. It's always wonderful having you here whenever you visit my content. It's always a pleasure having you on here. I am very well, thank you, Teddy, but I'm so sorry hearing you've been ill. Oh, Teddy, oh, how terrible. I really do hope you eventually got better. I mean, being ill is certainly not fun, I must say. Ah, hello, Jules. Hello, lovely Jules. My foot is much better. My size 8 feet are fine, fortunately. That's 8 UK, which is what I take, to match my 5'8" height and 11 stone build. Or skinny gitch figure. Well, you know, I'm not a particularly big person. I'm certainly not all that big a man. But 11 stone is neither too big, neither too small for a 5'8" man. And 11 stone on the American neck of the woods is 154 pounds, or 70 kilos, in translating equivalent of. Ah, Lindy, the disappointment is my camera has been facing issues. It's having functionality issues at the moment, my camera, which forced me to miss out on event attending. And it's actually even further has made me postpone event and railway attending until my camera's working again. But if not, it'll be further postponement until a new camera is required. But before I go any further about thinking about purchasing a new camera recorder, Lindy, what I've done is I've put my camera in dry ice in a tub in a warm compartment. I'm going to leave it for about a week and see what effect it has on that. If it does not work and does not have an effect, then I would have to purchase a new one. Oh, Daphne's here. Daphne, hello. Oh, Daphne. Oh, you're wandering about, aren't you? Oh, I was about to introduce you all to Daphne, but she wants to do her own thing right now. She's looking at herself in the mirror and giving herself a wash. You know, I know, Lindy. Yes, I was really excited about going to Tinker's Park in June. Fortunately, they have an August batch. But hopefully, fingers, I'll be going to the Tinker's Park August batch. But I have to postpone event attending until either my camera is functioning betterly, or if the rice does not have an effect on getting it working or functional again, it would have to be a new camera purchase, unfortunately. So that's the disappointment and the predicament I'm going through right now at the moment. But we'll see what happens. You know, I have fortunately got some videography footage from a few short days ago, which I've got, and as well as another Daphne video, which I shot a few short days before my camera got rained on, and that which caused it to be messed up and all that. But just got to see what happens. Oh, thank you, Lindy. Thank you. I mean, you know, obviously it's an unexpected thing and an unfortunate turn of events, but if it's happened, it's happened. You know. And hello, Paul. Hello. The health is all right, but I was undergoing disappointment. And the disappointment, Paul, was I had to miss out on event attending because my camera recorder is facing issues, unfortunately. So I thought I'd do this impromptu live anyway, just to keep my mind off of disappointment. And I've had to postpone event attending until further notice because I've put my camera recorder in dry ice to see if it's going to have an effect on getting the moisture out of the camera because it got rained on recently. But if this does not have an effect, I will have to purchase a new camera, which is a real shame because I've only had the camera I've been using only for 1 year. The previous one before that lasted me just over 5 years. So it's a bit of disappointment going on right now. Oh, thank you, Lindy. Thank you. Yes, it certainly is a hello to Paul. It is a resounding hello to our good friend Paul. He's a good friend to all and is always willing to stand up and defend to anybody whenever they're facing trouble. So, so we value you, Paul, in whatever you do. Whenever you're standing up to oneself who's being attacked or facing trouble, and generally just being genuinely very, very good to people, you know. You know, I know, Teddy, yes, I know. I have to say, we have to say. It was a camera, Paul, not a phone. It was a camera, handheld camera, if it answers your very questioning, that is. Joseph, the camera I've currently got, I've only had it for just over 1 year. Just to let you know. But the one I had before that lasted me over 5 years. Hello, Sharon. Hello. Wonderful to have you on here. This is really just an impromptu, Sharon. It's generally really just an impromptu. Just to let you know. But wonderful having you on here. Paul, the phone on the camera on my phone is not particularly good. And recording time, I'm a bit more limited. I'm much more limited on my phone than I am with my camera. With my camera, I could have recorded for hours, but my phone, I could only record for minutes. So it's not terribly convenient, I'm afraid, sadly, just to answer your very questioning. Oh, well, Daphne's going. See you later, Daphne. Daphne just came in just to look at herself in a mirror, wash herself, and then walk out. It is certainly hello to Sharon, Paul. Indeed, it is. Lovely lady Sharon in Canada. I think because it was rained on recently, Joseph, I think I've been able to slightly identify what could be wrong with it, which is why I've put it in the rice in the tub. And I'm going to leave it for about a week and see what effect it has. Hopefully, it'll get the moisture out of it, just to say. But I cannot fully identify the whole issues with the camera, which is currently going on. Good evening, Graham. Hello, Graham. This is just an impromptu. This is just an impromptu because I was forced to miss out on event attending and been forced to postpone event attending until further notice because of camera recorder issues. This is just an impromptu, but I may possibly do an inspirational live stream tomorrow. Yes, that's right, Lindy. Cats certainly are vain, as is my Daphne and Nixie. Good evening, Paps. You were on Trevor's Live a moment ago. Oh, yes, you certainly were. It's not an old model, Paul. No. When I purchased it, it was brand new. It came as brand new, to tell you all things. It was rained on recently, and it's been rained on before, but it never messed it up to the point where it's been messed up right now. I know, Shannon, and it's always wonderful having you on here. I know, Joseph, yes. Graham, I have recorded on my phone before, but it's not terribly convenient. Can I tell you why? With my camera, I can record for hours on end, but on my phone, I'm far more limited to a few minutes or several minutes on my phone, and it cannot record for several hours on end, I'm afraid, unfortunately, which is why me having a camera to take long-form content videos, certainly 1 hour long content at times, is more convenient than the smartphone, if it answers your very questioning. Good evening, John. Very good evening to you. Keith, hello. Keith, I am sorry I did not acknowledge you. when I did the test live stream, I think you said you were in, but I missed your comment. So hello and good evening from Brighton in England to you, my good man Keith. Hello to you. I am disappointed, Terry. Yes, I am at the moment. Especially that I'm forced to, to postpone event attending until further notice. Just to say, so unfortunately. Not sure, Paul. I wish I knew the reason why my phone is much more limited to recording time than my camera recorder is. It is limited to recording time, but with my camera recorder on the memory stick, I could have like 5-6 hours recording time. But on my phone, it's only several minutes. So, and also sometimes the zooming quality and things on the smartphone recording is not terribly sufficient, but more sufficient on the camera. So yeah. Already said hello, John. Big SD card for the phone. My phone has a small SD card. It only can fit a small one in, but surely they'll have several gigabytes on the small card because my camera has a small SD card, but with several gigabytes on it. So hopefully it does the trick. Good suggestion. Hello to Dan Thunders. Good evening to you. Isn't it a pleasure seeing you on here? I must say. We've got 18 in here, very surprisingly, and quite good for an impromptu, I must say. Have I reached out to the manufacturer? No, Paps, no. But what I'm doing right now, before I'm doing anything else or going any further, is I've put my camera recorder in, I've put it in some white rice in a tub and seeing what effect it will have. I'm going to leave it for about a week, try and get the wet moisture out of the camera. But if it does not have an effect, I'm going to go to greater lengths to get the whole issue sorted out, because it's not fun having to be on temporary hold with event attending. YouTube is my TV. Just got finished watching Doctor. Oh, you are funny. You really are. My phone I've got at the moment, it's a little, I don't know if I'd say crap. It's not brilliant, but it could have done with being better. That's what I would say, Paul. Honestly, Paul, it's almost similar to the questioning you had for me when Trevor and myself did the live stream. Foxy, are you saying that I'm huge? That was quite funny. Well, just because a certain weight is huge to me, it doesn't mean that I'm saying anybody that sort of weight would be huge. I'm not necessarily saying that. But if it was me personally, I would feel huge, but I wouldn't say that anybody else would be huge if they were over a certain weight. Well, thank you, Dindy. Thank you for saying that I'm looking well. I am okay for health. I do feel well and look for health, fortunately enough, at the moment. Haven't been ill. I haven't been ill since March of 2024. So I'm all right for health at the moment. Do be assured, Lindy. Ah, hello, Supper, and another fellow moderator. Yes, because I'm the 11 stone skinny git to you, aren't I? Yes, here's the 5'8", 11 stone skinny git, me. Oh, your wife found it funny, the divorce joke from Trevor's live stream. Oh, that was pretty brilliant, I must say. You know that works better than rice. The little silica bags that come in vitamin bottle, don't toss them out. They really work in drying out water. That is very true. Yes, that's very true. I look, thank you, John. Thank you for saying I look really good. Oh, the secret to looking good. I don't know. I guess good genes, I suppose. And it's like asking oneself secret to having a full head of hair. Well, genetics, I would say, because both my parents are not bald, to tell you something. I'm on YouTube with my Xbox watching on a big TV. Good way to do it. Very good way to do it. My foot is okay. My foot is all right, and I'm walking a lot better now. Thank you, Paps. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Ah, Cassie. Good evening, Cassie. Yes, I know. I know, yes. This is just an impromptu, but because I missed out on event attending because of camcorder issues, I thought, well, I think it'd be okay to do a live stream to take mind off of disappointment, Kaz. If it makes perfect sense to you, that is. I may possibly do an inspirational live stream tomorrow because I'm postponing event attending until further notice because of the camcorder issues my camcorder is currently facing at the moment. Oh my goodness. So, Paul. Oh, thank you. 16 stone person. Oh my goodness. That's 14, 16 stone person hugging oneself. Well, Paul, when I was nearly 2 stone lighter, because I'm 11 stone of weight right now, but years ago I was 9 stone 4 pounds up until about 3 years ago. But if a 14 or 16 stone person did hug me quite tightly in a tightening grip, it would probably hurt me back then, but less so now, if I may so share. But this is just so funny. Okay, that's all right. Oh, you're bald, John. That's all right. 77. Goodness. Yes, I remember you saying before, and your wife is 72. So, but it's okay. There are many people your age who are bald, and certainly younger who are bald. Some people your age or older have a full head of hair, some don't. Just depends on one's hereditary genetics and all the rest of things, John. It's perfectly fine. My late grandfather, he was bald too. Well, he was partially bald, just to say. Unlike Graham, who, even though he's in his 60s, he has most of his hair. My late grandfather Edmund, that was not the case with him. But it's okay. We're all different, all the same. Our recollections may vary. Hello. I hope this is not a troll, because if this is a troll and it starts playing up with naughtiness, you'll be going. But I hope I can trust you. Our recollections may vary, but hello and welcome all the same. Hello. Just do make sure you're on your best behavior. Oh, Teddy, my foot. Yes, in regard to my size 8 foot, well, because I have size 8 feet, that is, or EU42 feet, that is. What happened was on Friday, the early hours of Friday of the 24th of May, 2024, I slipped over. Which sent me falling. I fell and hit my back heel on my left foot, which left me in quite a lot of pain. Fortunately, I did not break anything. I could at least put weight on my foot, but I had to watch just how much I put on. But it was nothing as bad as the accident I had, but it's nothing as bad as the accident I had back in October of 2020, which was when I fractured my metatarsal. So fortunately, nothing too serious and nothing was broken. Do be assured on that. Good evening, Trevor. And Trevor, well done with the live stream. Well done for the live stream that you did. Well done indeed. So, round of applause to you, Trevor. In the comparable way that we gave the round of applause to lovely Michelle when she made her live stream debut appearance with Graham and Fiona back in February before her subsequent April live stream appearance she made. But what would I say, and because I was on the live too with Michelle, well, I would do a live stream with the wonderful, delightful lady any day. I really would. I mean, who couldn't love such a wonderful, delightful lady like Michelle? We all love her too much. Well, I certainly do, in the same way Graham and Fiona love her, if I may so share. Dinner for one. That's a good one. In Xbox, Paul, it's been around since I was a little boy, Xbox, if I may so share. I've never had one at home, but I've known many friends who have had one. It's like a games console. Just to tell you. Hello, lovely Harriet. And Harriet, honestly, Harriet, the approach you always have towards me is always wonderful. And thank you for the nice things you had to say towards me, Harriet, when you said that you have a soft spot towards me, when you heard me talking about my wonderful late grandfather Edmund, who I always looked up to when growing up, until he sadly died, which obviously had a great effect on me. But it's always wonderful having you on here. Oh my goodness, 15 stone is huge. I mean, I'm not saying that your wife is huge, but if that was me personally, I'd feel huge. My goodness. I mean, I don't know if she's tall or not, John, but 15 stone, my goodness. Yes, Graham, it certainly is a resounding hello to our wonderful, delightful lady Harriet. It certainly is. Yes, hello to you indeed, Trevor, and certainly hello to Harriet. Hello, lovely Sally. Hello, lovely. It's wonderful having you here. Just came back on my top and found you. Wonderful having. It's always wonderful to have you on the live stream, Sally. It really is. This is an impromptu because I was forced to miss out on event attending due to camera recorder issues, but this is now getting a lot happier, certainly a lot funnier now that we've got more people on here. Trevor, it's a pleasure. We stand beside you in support every step of the way, if I may so share. It is a surprise. I wasn't expecting to do this, but I did this namely because I was forced to miss out on event attending because of camera recorder issues. Well, I'm currently I've been forced to postpone event attending until the camera recorder issues are resolved, Harriet. I was talking about it earlier on. I'm watching you on the TV tonight. Honestly, Trevor. Our recollections may vary as friendly with honesty and truth. I don't know honesty and truth. Oh dear. Oh no, not the dreaded people. Oh dear. Oh no. Who is this? Hello, lovely Sandy. Sandy, who couldn't love wonderful lady Sandy? Oh dear. Oh no. John, I am so sorry if I said anything insulting about your wife. I am very sorry. I've now got the finger waved at me and berated by Trevor. I'm so sorry, John. And Trevor, you've had every right to say this to me. John, it was no excuse of me to have said that 15 stone is huge. I'm so sorry. No, really, I am. Honestly, I did not mean any trolling. Honest, I really didn't. Ah, hello. Hello, lovely Maureen. Oh my goodness, John. Oh, God. Oh, anything like gastric and all that. That, that nearly makes me sick when I hear about people having gastric bands inserted in them. Oh, God. Oh, thank you, Sally. Thank you. My goodness, you're 22 stone. Oh my goodness. 22 stone. That's twice my weight. I'm in heaven's stone. Well, I just hope it doesn't do you any harm. That's all. Ah, hello, lovely Heather. Hello. It's wonderful having you on here. And don't you know just how lovely you are, Heather? It's always wonderful having you, be it within certain videos I've made or if it's live stream content I've done. Oh, well, I have to say, John, but I did get the finger waved at me by Trevor, which, well, quite rightly so, because I should not have said that about your wife, so I am sorry. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I love you too. Oh, Sally. Sally, you didn't have to. Thank you. That's very nice of you to have done that. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you very much indeed, lovely. Thank you. Yes, Sapper, trolls are certainly not nice, I know. Thank you, John. Thank you. Thank you for the kindly compliments, but still, Trevor had every right to wave the finger at me for saying that about your wife. But thank you for your defense anyway. Thank you, Paps. No, thank you. Thank you, lovely. Ah, who's this? Good evening, Kanda. It's wonderful having you on here. Yes, Terry, yes, you are certainly right. Doesn't matter what weight or size one is, what matters is if one is happy and healthy and what your personality is like inside the core depth of your heart. That's what really counts. Thank you, Trevor. No, Trevor, really, Trevor, I do defend you for you waving the finger at me and telling me off. No, really, you had every right to do that, and I really should not have said that towards John's wife. I really shouldn't. Just to say. But Trevor, but thank you all the same. But I am at the same time very sorry. Well, I know I shouldn't really say apologize to you, but yes, I should apologize to you. But really, I should apologize to John, namely, and his wife. I really should. It's okay, Trevor. Of course. Of course, Trevor. It's always good to look out for your friends. And as you say, we lift each other up and hope and help each other out. That's what friends are for. If I may so echo your great and brilliant philosophy. Thank you, Sapper. Thank you for standing in defense towards me. Oh, Sandy. Sandy, we just love you. I mean, I just love you, Sandy. I really do. You're always so lovely to others. I mean, who couldn't love you? We all love you, Sandy, in the comparable way that we all love Michelle. Oh, thank you, Roddy. Thank you, lovely. It's really very nice of you to have said that. Well, okay, John. I'll try and follow explicitly your very advice, but thank you for saying that I'm funny. Thank you. Teamwork rules, Trevor, and teamwork gets you far in life, if I may so dare share. Plans for tonight? Well, kinda, because I sadly had to miss out on event attending, um, I thought I'd do the impromptu live. I mean, I'd eaten my supper about 3 hours ago. I had a chicken soup and a chicken soup with some added sweet corn and leeks. But plans for tonight after the impromptu live, not terribly certain. But because of camera recorder issues, with the issues with the camera recorder, I really don't know. But I shall see. I shall really see. Harriet is lovely, I must say. She really, really is. She's so wonderful. Harriet is. Oh, thank you, Teddy. Thank you very, very much indeed. One of my favourite colour is green, Harriet. But another one of my favourite colours, even though it's not my number one favourite, is blue. Well, it can explain the blue jumper I'm wearing, just to say. But one of my favourite foods is a vegetable, and it's cauliflower. Honestly, I cannot get enough of cauliflower. And if I live to be, say, 100 years of age, and if anybody asks me what's your secret to living a long life, I would say, I believe my love of cauliflower probably helped. I'll probably say that. Oh, Daphne, what are you doing to Nixie? Daphne's just come in and she was about to attack Nixie. Daphne, no attacking. Come say hello to us. Come say hello to everybody. Daphne attempting to attack Nixie for no reason. Naughty girl. Well, I'm certainly feeling it cold over in Brighton. Well, tell you something, perhaps. When you get older, oneself feels the cold more. I'm certainly one of those individuals who sadly feels the cold more the older he got. Oh dear, oh dear. Unfortunately. I do love cauliflower. Perhaps, yes, I really do. You are certainly right, Canda. Cauliflower is a healthy vegetable. Oh, thank you, Heather. You too are such a delight as well. You really are. Sandy, honestly, who couldn't love you, Sandy? You are just so lovely to all of us. You really, really are. I do like reading books, Sally, yes. To tell you, speaking of books, Sally, it's good that you've brought this up right now. Speaking of books, one of my favourite books, I must say, is one of my favourite books. I've had the book since childhood. Seeing that you've brought up books, Sally, is a book called Cat and Canary. It's a children's story book written by a great author called Michael Forman. And Michael Forman, his book Cat and Canary is a fantastic masterpiece. I mean, honestly, I've had the book since I was about 7, and honestly, I still love reading it even as a nearly 23-year-old man, because I'm 23 in 3 weeks' time, just to say. I mean, I just relish the thrill in reading this book from time to time. I really do. And I even read a lot of railway books, because I've got some railway books which I've had for a very long time, if I may so share. So I do like reading books, Sally, in reference and answering to your very question. Blood group is Trevor Court? Oh, I really don't know. I seriously don't know. That's a tricky question, if I may so share, but good question at the same time, Graham. Very good. Young pup. Well, I'm a grown man, John, if I may so share with you. I'm a grown man, but young pup, it's like saying I'm a little boy. Plans for my birthday, Lindy, if I may so share. There's an event going on, so if I may. So I'm going to hopefully attend that event, depending on camera cord issues and all that. My birthday, Harriet, is the 22nd of June, so exactly 3 weeks' time, if I may so share. Sally, if you read that book, Cat and Canary, if one reads it, or I mean, in my opinion, that is, or as Trevor would say, in my opinion, well, Cat and Canary, as from my experiences of reading it, honestly, I cannot get enough of reading it. But if you ever read it, I'd love to hear what your opinion is on it. But just go with by your instinct, Sally. It's no trouble if you don't. Oh, thank you, Athos. Thank you for saying I do not look my age. I would say the same to my mother, just to say, if I may so say, because if you see what my mother looks like, you'd think she's probably too young to be my mother if you see what she's looked like. Because my mother, she'll be, 46 in June, because her birthday's in June like mine. She probably only looks like, probably in her latter 20s, something like that. I mean, you would never believe my mother is the age she is now. I mean, I'd say both my parents look good. They're not even, I mean, they're nearly 50 and they don't even look 40 yet. They both look good, I would say. And but one is certainly as fit, if I may so point out, which is my dad, quite a fit man. And my mother, don't know about the fitness, but she certainly got the good health side of it all. Even despite having grown up poorly a lot of her childhood. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Thank you for saying... Sandy, wow. I mean, Sandy, you think I look gorgeous. Oh, that's very nice of you. Sandy, if you were my age, you could come and get pissed with me any day. Honestly, I will take that as a compliment. Honestly, it's seldom often that anybody thinks I'm gorgeous or says that I look gorgeous following my nearly 2 stone or 24-pound weight gain. Thank you. Hello, good Grimus. Well, it's an interest I've had for a long time, you know, just to say. Really? Your oldest grandson has the same birthday as me, Sally. How interesting. He'll be 16. Oh. Yes, I remember you saying your grandson was 16, and you've also got the little 18-year-old granddaughter, haven't you? Well, why I say little 18 granddaughter, because she undershot that of your height. So she's still your little girl, isn't she, Sally? I would certainly say. A lot of people have said this about me, Graham. Many people have said that, just to say. Thank you, Paps. Yeah, I agree. My mother does look young for a nearly 46-year-old lady. I mean, actually, everybody on my mother's side of the family looks extremely young, just to say. I did see the Canadian YouTube channel. I even commented on it. Was this the Mother and Son channel? Because that was the one I saw on the Discord, and I watched the video, gave a comment, and then I actually got a response from the person in charge of the channel. So I did see it. I did see the video, but I really should look into just to say. So I should look into it a little more, but having looked into it just the once. Okay, are you off now, Candor? Do take care and have a good evening. Yes, I'm keeping safe. All keep safe. Thank you, Sally. Thank you. You have an engaged railway you're building. How interesting. How very interesting. It is certainly a hello to you indeed, even though we already said hello earlier on, Laurie, but it's always wonderful having you on here. Certainly in Graham and Fiona and Trevor's content, and certainly my content. You're always so lovely, Laurie. So it's always a resounding welcome to you, always. It really is. You're 49. John, I'd do a pint with you any day. Let's get pissed any time. I'd get pissed with you any day. 23 and 77. Well, let's get pissed one day. That would certainly be brilliant. It'd be a hoot. Yes, I know you're 49, Trevor. Yes, and you certainly do not look, you don't look a day over 40. You certainly look very good for it. Just to say. 46, it's not terribly old, but it's not particularly young, but it's certainly not old. I remember you saying this to me before, Sally. Yes, I certainly do remember you saying this to me. Have you used StreamYard before, Grimus? Oh, gosh. Well, how did you enjoy StreamYard, or were you not keen on it? Well, I'd like to hear your proper view on it. Both of you are whales, Sally. Yes, I certainly do know that. That much more could be said. Okay, goodbye, Lindy. Do take care. Do take care, lovely Lindy. John, it is certainly a pleasure. It really is, indeed. Are you 42, Heather? Really? Oh, okay. That's all right. I completely agree with you, Sally. Trevor certainly does not look like he's approaching half a century. He really doesn't. I mean, he looks fantastic. No, really. For a man that's almost 50, I think he looks like in his latter 30s. I mean, he does not look his age at all. I really do not think he looks nearly 50. I mean, I don't think he looks as young as, say, what my mother looks like, but he looks brilliant, I must say. Oh my God. Ooh, do be careful. Well, I don't know if I could ever go that far, but I would say Trevor's handsome. I think he could very easily pass for being handsome. Oh, wow. That's a debatable one. But interesting you said that, Graham. I like your humor on that. But you, Graham, you look fantastic. I mean, for your age, you really do look fantastic. I mean, you certainly do not look a day over 50, Graham. You really don't. Well, both you and Fiona look very, very good. I would say that. One thing I would say is I do think you look better than what, say, my late grandfather Edmund would have looked like when he was your age, Graham, and certainly Fiona's age. I think when my late grandfather was about Fiona's age, I would say he definitely looked older. I would certainly say that. Oh, thank you, Zeph. Thank you. That's very nice of you to have said that. Thank you. Not as many people say that I look handsome following my nearly 2 stone or 24-pound weight gain, but thank you. Anyway. Oh, come along now, Grimus. I mean, it's good to talk to the ladies, but you know, Grimus, when the twinkle goes out of my eyes for the ladies, I turn out my toes and die. Trevor, I really do think Graham looked better than what my late grandfather looked like. Well, I think that I would say there's a very good reason behind it. But, well, Trevor, what happened to him was he suffered a severe heart attack when he was only about 50 when he had it, which required quadruple bypass surgery. He underwent the quadruple bypass surgery, but sadly, once the doctors had finished his bypass surgery, they accidentally damaged his esophagus. So following the bypass surgery, he couldn't swallow very well. So eating and drinking was not his pleasurable enjoyment following bypass surgery. So I think that's what really aged him, to be honest with you. Oh, that's brilliant. That's very brilliant, Heather, I must say. What was it that Sapper said? Sally, I need to go back up and see what Sapper said. Okay, I've just got to go up a little. Gotta go up, go. Do, 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 do. Sapper, that's just brilliant. Yeah. I completely agree, Harriet. Yes, Fiona certainly is stunning. I certainly agree. I know, honestly. Well, what happened was my late grandfather Edmund, he smoked. He smoked heavily. I mean, he smoked over 30 cigarettes a day up until he had a heart attack, which I think which was what had the effect, just to say, if I may so share. It certainly is hello to Graham and Fiona Linley. It really is. Oh, Graham, come along now. You are certainly not a biased man. You really are not. You're brilliant and you're wonderful just the way you are. Paul Sapper, I've seen what Sapper looks like, and he's not bald, just to say no. My late grandfather, he was partially bald, on the other hand, when he was Sapper's age, but Sapper, is he bald? No, he's not, just say. He's got all of his hair, just like myself, Trevor, and Graham, who's got most of his hair too. Well, it doesn't matter if it's only 15 likes, Harriet. Not to worry. It's just what happened. It's just the way it goes. That's all. Graham and Fiona Laurie are wonderful. I mean, really, they are wonderful, I must say. There are 40 likes, Trevor. Oh, okay. That's all right. That's okay. I've never smoked, Joseph. Joseph, I've never smoked once in my lifetime. But seeing people smoking in that age bracket, surprising, I must say. Quite shocking, really. Oh, Sally. Sally, you inherit goodness as well. Honestly, I mean, and who couldn't love you for the goodness you retain in yourself, I must say. Oh, please don't worry about a thing, Harriet. You're fine. You are completely okay, lovely. I didn't see Fiona in here, but I've certainly seen Graham in here. But thank you for the loveliest of words you had to say. Vamos, sadly, I was forced to not go to Lawton because I had an accident, unfortunately, sadly. So I couldn't go, but I'm hoping to go to Lawton in September. I've seen this myself, Sally. I have certainly seen this. Interesting question, John, but we have to see. Good evening, train boy. Hello to you. Grimus, this is really an impromptu, but I'll give it about another 10 minutes or so. Sadly, I really wanted to go to Tinker's Park, but my camera cord is facing issues at the moment, Vamos. And obviously there's not a lot of point going if my camera's not functioning properly. But once the camera cord issues are sorted out, I'll be back up in full swing of event attending, if I may so share. Oh, sorry, Sharon, my mistake. Oh, happy birthday, train boy. I certainly hope it went well for you. Zeph, I've never smoked once, but there we are. I've got to answer a question I didn't properly answer to. Grimus, well, I'm not going to live stream for too much longer, but I'm going to give it about another 5 or 10 minutes, something like that, you know. Really, it's an impromptu. Trevor, that's an extremely complicated question. I really don't know. I don't think I'd know what I'd be doing if I was in government. I'd just be clueless. I may be good at some things or several other things in life, but being in government, I think it's probably going to be one of the worst things I could have ever tried, unfortunately. Good question, but I really don't know the answer to that, I'm afraid. I love you too, Sandy. I really do. Oh, that's so lovely of you. Well, have a good evening, won't you? I may possibly do a live stream tomorrow, but I shall see. Just to say, if I may dare point out. Sapper, I certainly agree with you. I really do. Wow, you smoked before, Sally. Well, at least you gave up smoking when you got pregnant with your first child. You know, I mean, unlike my late grandfather, he would not give up smoking until he suffered the severe heart attack, which was years after 1984, just to say. But at least you took action in your own stride. Trevor would be brilliant in government, Teddy. He really would, if I may so share. But Teddy, speaking of people in government, uh, I think who would be brilliant in government would be the late Chris Greener. He'd just be brilliant, a great candidate. He's a good person. He's quite astute in one way or another. And you know, he would make a fantastic leader. He's a decent guy and would make a brilliant leader, the late Chris Green was. He's not with us now, but if he were alive now, I think he'd make a good leader. Oh, Sally, do take care. Much love to you always, Sally. Much love and many great big hugs always. But don't you worry, you won't need to be gentle with me. But if I was, say, 9 stone, 4 pounds, yes, you probably would do, given your former 16 stone figure, but now 14 stone figure. But still, I'd accept the great big hugs all the same. Goodbye, Sally. Much love to you always. You certainly are, Sapper, yes. I'm the skinny git to you and you're the huge git to me. No offense, you're all the same. It is much love and hugs to our lovely Sally indeed, Zeph. But she's wonderful. I mean, who couldn't love Sally in a comparable way to who couldn't love Michelle? Who you saw very much on the live stream Graham and Fiona did. Okay, goodbye, Linley. Do take care, lovely. Much love always. Well, Sapper, you did tell me that you were 17 stone, so, you know, we're both a tease to each other. You know. Oh, much love to you always, Sandy. Love to you always. Sandy, you are just wonderful. You really are. Sapper is brilliant, Harriet. He make a brilliant friend. Tell him what weight you are, and honestly, just be careful what revealing your weight. But not to worry, it's happened. But we have a funny tease on it all the same. Graham, this was really an impromptu, so I'm going to be finishing it up in about 5 minutes. But, well, let him on quickly. We shall let him on quickly, if I may so share. Okay, goodbye, John. Yes, good night, and may your God go with you. Well said, John. I've not met any lovely ladies on my rail enthusiast days, but or times of rail enthusiast spotting, but it'd be nice if I did one day. No, that's all right, Sapper, not to worry. Oh, thank you, Sandy. I love you bunches too. In a comparable way to how I love Mary in bunches, if I may so share. Uh, Brilliant. Well, Sapper, I'll probably get a room next door to yours, and we're both laying in bed, live streaming. Hello, skinny git. Hello, huge git. My goodness, Harriet, you lost 6.5 stone. Wow. Oh, gosh, 6.5 stone. I imagine you were really. Don't think I could ever imagine being your weight. I really couldn't. I imagine you're probably about my sort of weight by now. No offense. I mean, I'm probably going to get the finger waved at me since asking you this. Oh dear. Oh, hello, Cheryl. It's lovely having you on here. It's always wonderful hearing from you, Cheryl. It really is. And I always appreciate your kindly feedback. I really do. Who couldn't love you, Cheryl? We all love you, and I certainly love you dearly. I have heard of EastEnders, Grimus, yes, and I've seen it many times, but I don't watch television very often. But one of my television shows I liked at the time of my childhood was Tom and Jerry, or several cartoons. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's quite funny, I must say. Oh, yes, you're too right, Sapper. Yes, it would make one's nose bleed, but my nose is not nose bleeding. Oh dear. Oh, Harriet, I am so sorry hearing this. I'm so, so sorry hearing this. Graham, I had watched Lumberjacks many, many years ago, but it was good. It was all right. I quite liked. There were some very good episodes, which I, as far as I can remember from childhood. I've not seen Lumberjacks for many, many years now. I really, really, I haven't seen it in a long, long time. Zeph, Tom and Jerry is funny. It really is. It's brilliant, I must say. Fantastic cartoon. I've seen On the Buses, Train Boy. Yes, I have seen it many times. No, Laurie, no, really, Laurie, I should be more careful. I did go a bit too far with Sally when on the live stream with Trevor. But even though she said she doesn't mind my banter, still, I should have been careful, if I may so share. But that's something Michelle would say, if I may so point out. But that's Michelle in Wales, not the dreaded one. I do know that, Graham. Yes, I certainly do know that. I could imagine so, Graham. Yes, indeed so. Ooh, quite something, I must say. Grimus, yes, I've met several other I have met many YouTubers in my time. Yes, I have. Not big, huge ones, but I've met some with the several hundreds subscribers, maybe a few with a few thousand, something like that, you know. And and some of my friends have got several thousand, so well, it's a pleasure, Harriet, but I am so sorry if I asked you anything so bad. I really am. Yes, it is sorry to poor Harriet following her illness, but at least she's better now. But we send much strength and healing to our wonderful Lady Harriet. If I may so share. Oh my goodness, that is quite funny. That is pretty funny. Yes, Trevor, that is funny, I must say. You know, it certainly does, Joseph. Yes, indeed it does. Certainly got to say. Yeah. Yes, Joseph's a good man. He really is. Really, Grimus? Oh gosh, you don't get a lot of you don't really get that many viewers whenever you are doing an occasional live stream. Oh dear. Live stream popularity for some people just takes time. That's all. If I may so share. Right then. Interesting. I haven't got a green screen, but interesting suggestion. Vicky Groom? Vicky? Vicky, wow! Wow! What a surprise to have you on here. My goodness. Hello. It's seldom off. I didn't even think I'd see you on a live stream of mine. My goodness. Hello to lovely Vicky Groom. Hello. Yes, it is a hello to you, lovely Vicky. It's a real surprise, I must say. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, how interesting, Joseph. You're a Brighton resident. Interesting. Ah. And interesting, you're friends with Eli. Very interesting. Right then. Well, let's give it about another 2 minutes and then we'll wrap things up. But I must say, it's always wonderful seeing you all on the live stream whenever I'm live streaming or if Graham, Fiona, or Trevor are live streaming. It's always wonderful seeing you having chats amongst yourselves and talking about interesting things, certainly funny things as well, not to mention, and all that. Hello, lovely Moogle. Hello, lovely Moogie Moogs. Much love always. Well, I could put a favourite picture of mine of a landscaping, I suppose. I think that would go well. Okay, take care, Joseph. Do take care. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye. Yes, it is hello to Moogs, Sapper. It isn't indeed. Oh, thank you, Harriet. You too are delightful as well. Thank you, lovely Harriet. Thank you always. And thank you always for the soft spot you have towards me. Oh, Cheryl, you're just brilliant. Right, it's time to finish the live stream now, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for the fun. And I shall certainly all see you in the next live stream, possibly tomorrow for an inspirational live stream. Goodbye, and may your good wishes be bringing you great expectations of happiness. Yes, cheerio, Sapper, cheerio, goodbye. And goodbye, Trevor. Yes, goodbye, Zeph. Many hugs to you always. And goodbye. Oh, Goldie, we're just finishing now, but possibly an inspirational live stream tomorrow. Goodbye, Zeph. Goodbye, Harriet. Oh, thank you for the endearment, Cheryl. It will quite likely be on the upcoming live stream, Moogle, just to say. Dave, hi. Just finishing now, but possibly a live stream tomorrow. Thank you, Graham. It's time to finish now. Okay. Goodbye, all, and may your good wishes be bringing you great expectations of happiness.